Hi and welcome to this video. Now obviously you can see straight away how cold it is because you can see my breath. So I'm going to try and make this one very quick. Now I need to replace the battery of my Focus because it is dying with this cold weather. So what I'm going to do now is move the Fiesta out of the way and bring the front of the Fiesta into the garage, just where it's a degree maybe warmer, and also I can see what I'm doing. So let's do that. Let's crack on, because I am freezing. So as you can see, that is the original battery. When you are ordering a new battery, you need to make sure that the OEM number matches up. The power of the battery, 88H, is basically as much as you can from the original battery. There's loads of batteries, and especially with newer cars, getting the wrong one can cause a whole heap of issues. So it's always good to make sure you get the right one. As you can see, this is the original Ford one. It's 10 years old, it's lasted a fair while. So first of all I'm going to disconnect the power, so it's a good start, and then I'll try and take this battery clamp off. Okay, so all you have to do is undo that bolt there. There's a bolt at the bottom which you can see right there, and then this should then pull straight off like so. And then this airbox should then just lift up. Then you want to take the strap for the airbox off, for the snorkel at the front, and then you should be able to lift the airbox out altogether. Now some wiggling is involved because it's quite a tight area, especially on diesel. So the aim is to remove the front panel of the battery box. Now to do this, there's two little clips. You kind of push the clips to the side and pulls, ow, first blood. Pulls forward like so, and you should now be able to slide the battery out. Just be really careful of that wire because that's the main wiring loom. You don't want to damage that wire at all, so try not to touch that. So once this is out, you can slide the battery out a tad, and this will give you access to the negative terminal. Now as you can see, on the negative you have the main earth strap, and for those that have the wire connected, this is the BMS. So we can undo that next and try not to damage those wires. So if you do happen to have this wire, then that does mean that you do have the BMS system. If you don't have this wire, then replacing the battery is just a straightforward swap. Now what is BMS? If you do have BMS, then that's battery monitoring system. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that go in depth on what it is exactly. Just basically what it says it is, a battery monitoring system. It regulates the voltage on how much the alternator puts power back into the battery. This can preserve your battery to make it last a lot longer, and basically it monitors lots of other things as well, which I'm not going to go into, but yeah, that's a basic outline. Okay, so there's a new battery, comparing it against the old. Make sure the terminals are on the right side, make sure everything matches up, and don't forget to take the covers off, and fitting is a reversal of taking apart. Okay, so battery back in, strap on, got a little pain in the backside cover, wires go through a little gap. So yep, just the power to put back on and the airbox. Okay, so the battery's about to die on my phone, but everything's back together. Let's see now if the car starts up, which is the main thing, and everything works. Okay, we have power. Ooh. Foot's not on the clutch. Try that again. And the keys don't. There they are. Try that again. And there we go. So as you saw, started the car, no problems, all good, working, very happy. Now what we need to do next is reset the BMS. Now I didn't know at the time that I had BMS until I did some research, even though I had the wire, because I didn't think I had start stop, and I thought BMS was related to cars that had the start stop function. Now if you don't reset it and you put a new battery in, you may experience weird and wonderful things. With my car, I got to about 3,000 revs when I put my foot down a little bit, and it would literally just conk out, it just stopped power. It's as if the engine turned off. It was rather weird. I wondered what I did, whether I broke something, sensor. But yeah, after resetting the BMS, it all worked fine. So yeah, so I say if you do have that wire, it's a good idea to reset it, because you may experience weird and wonderful things. Now also, if your battery is going flat, just something to point out and mention, that the BMS may do weird and wonderful things prior to it failing. It may stop your screen loading up when you first start the car in the morning. It may stop some other functions from working. I've heard that there's lots of weird and wonderful things that it does. So if you do experience those type of things as well, then again, that's one way to know that your battery may need replacing soon. Because mine never told me it needed replacing. It just decided decided to struggle one morning, so I went out and got a new one, and hence this video. Press the start button without pressing the clutch. This puts the ignition on without starting the car. So within 10 seconds, I think it is, you press the rear fog button 5 times and then press the hazard light button 3 times. After probably 5 seconds or so, you will then see the battery icon on the on the dash light 3 times. If it doesn't, then you may want to try this again, but hopefully it does, and that's it. That's everything reset, and you should be okay to drive your car, and away you go. Now I hope you liked this video. I hope it's been useful. I know it's probably not been the best one, but if you like to not like, doesn't matter, let me know. If you want to see further content, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. It lets you know when further content or more content has been released. And yeah, if you have any comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully when it's warmer.